Hey guys, Nova Joe back again, and I know it's been a while since we did, or since I did a EDF weapon video, so I thought I would jump back in and we would take a look at five more DLC2 weapon slash equipment pieces. This time for the Fencer, and these are kind of hit and miss on some of them. So I'm going to go over them here real quick. With the Fencer, we're going to first start out with the Quake Haken Zdxe. Now, this weapon is actually quite awesome in a crowd. And the mission I'm going to take you to is going to have me surrounded by ants, and we're going to be playing this on Inferno. And you're going to see just how powerful this weapon is. Now, what's nice about this weapon too is that once it's fully charged, it sends out a blast in a wide arcing pattern. So you're not just shooting in a straight line like you do with the hammers on some of the hammers here. This one actually shoots out in an arcing pattern. And as you can see here, I've already got it at maximum, and it does 724.8 times 6. So like it sends out 6 blasts basically, and each one does 724 times 8 points of damage. But I honestly I can't really say if I fully understand how the damage works in regards to these weapons. I don't use a lot of the handheld weapons very much. But all I can say is that it is devastating in a crowd of ants or things like that. You'll see it here in just a minute. And so, like, I've already got it maxed out for its regular, high voltage, and maximum attack. But what's nice about it too is that as you swing, it produces a wall of air, and that wall of air reduces the damage that you take. So it says defense damage 70%. Okay, next up is the ultimate hammer. Let me go find it over here. There we go. The ultimate hammer, which currently it's not at its maximum, but at its maximum it does, right now it's not at its maximum, but it's at a 7 plus, which does 2,406.5 points of damage. But the problem is it shoots in a straight line. It does provide more defense with its air protection when it produces that air wave, which does 90% defense, but it only shoots out in a straight line. It is very powerful, and it does come in handy when you're grabbed by an ant, because it'll do a lot of damage real quick, especially if you can get it charged up good. And other than that, these are just two really powerful weapons. And like I said, one of them's a hammer, and one of them's a vibro Haken. Basically, it's like a sai, a giant sai or sickle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, next up we have the Super Heavy Crusher Mortar. Now, right here, it's not maxed out completely in damage. It only does 21,000 points of damage right now, which is you know how that works, guys. It looks like a lot, but it's really not if you're going up against bosses or something like that. But it does produce a lot of damage over a nice radius, and currently you can see that the blast area is only at a 5-star, and so I only get a blast radius of 50 meters. But if you read over here in the description, it says destroy everything within its 100-meter blast radius. So I'm assuming that means that once this is completely maxed out and leveled up, you're going to be doing 100 meters worth of damage. So that in and of itself is a lot. That's a whole lot. But this is one of the biggest problems with the Super Heavy Crusher Mortar level 111. It takes 60 seconds to reload. You can see I've got it maxed out at 5 stars, and it takes forever. It does not reload in the background. You have to sit there with it. It does have a scope, which lets you dial in, but it takes 60 seconds to reload. Alright, next up is a couple pieces of support equipment. One is the bombardment exoskeleton, and like I said, all these come from DLC 2. Now the bombardment exoskeleton, the equipment weight impact on speed is only 30%, so it reduces the weight of the equipment that you attach to yourself down to just 30%. So it only impacts your speed by 30%. Now the equipment weight impact on rotational inertia is also 30% of the weight. So it does reduce it down a lot, but you're going to see here in a minute that you're still slow as molasses when it comes to turning, as well as your walking speed. Now, what is nice about it too is the recoil reduction of 80%. So it really takes a gun like the Super Heavy Crusher and reduces its recoil significantly. And as well as any other cannon that you're wanting to use, it will reduce its recoil significantly. And it says that your walking speed is increased by 25%. Well, you're not going to really notice it when you have all that equipment on, and you're going to see here in just a minute that even with this equipped, if I had it set up like this, excuse me guys, it's hard to put this into words. I'm doing this video as a demonstration of the DLC 2 weapons. I'm not doing this as my setup for the FENCER. This setup is ridiculous. You're going to see why in a minute, but it is absolutely ridiculous. It's not feasible for a lot of situations, but it will work on this mission. I just want to show you what it does. So when you have a massive heavy load like I am equipping to myself right now, and this is a heavy load, even with this bombardment exoskeleton on, I'm still moving at a snail's pace, and it does give me the 25% boost to speed is handy, I guess you could say, since it does kind of offset a smidge of the impact from the weight, and the recoil reduction is really nice, but you're going to see that it doesn't make a huge bit of improvement. But here's where the improvement does come, and will keep you mobile, and that is with the Dash Cell G. It allows you to have 10 consecutive dashes, so that is going to help you immensely, since your Quake Haken and your Ultimate Hammer both are equipped with a dash booster. So you're going to be able to boost out of the way of harm quite fast. So, and it says your dash intervals are at 60%. So this is very, very handy for those who like to dash. This kind of offsets what we know as the dash cancel that we used to have to use in 4.1. This kind of just makes it a moot point. You don't even really even need to try to do such a thing anymore. But I am not a pro FENCER player, and so, you know, I'm just here to show you guys this stuff. Alright, enough of my rambling, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay guys, this is mission 20 in the main missions on Inferno, and look at that. Look how slow I'm walking with this heavy setup. Even with that bombardment exoskeleton, I'm still slow as a snail. However, I got my Dash Cell G going on here, 10 boost, makes me move a lot faster. Alright guys, before the ants show up, let me show you these weapons just on their own. Here's the Ultimate Hammer XE maxed out. Alright, it's a straight shot, straight ahead, just tears through a whole line of ants. Here's the Quake Haken Zdxe fully charged. And it has a nice wide dispersal pattern. And you're going to see just how potent these are here. Alright, I'm going to start out with the Ultimate Hammer XE. Just kind of let you see that in action with some of these ants. As I'm charging it up again, going to just dash out of the way. Fire. Dash out of the way again. Get them in a good pile. Boom. Hits quite a few of them. Got a nice range on it. Good grief. A little slow down there. as I tear through this first pile of ants with the ultimate hammer. And it's tearing through them really well. Eats a good chunk of their life off. Oop, wasn't fully charged on that one. Here we go. Alright, that was the ultimate hammer in full use. Now next up, I'm going to show you, I'll show you the Quake in a minute, but before that I'm going to show you the super heavy crusher. It has a nice zoom on it, but we're going to wait for these ants to get into a pile over here. And as I stated before, it has a huge reload. It's a very impressive looking weapon when you use it, and for ants like this, it's very powerful. It's got a 50-meter radius right now, doing 21,000 points of damage. Here we go. First one off. And boom, look at those ant parts flying. It is a very, very, very impressive looking weapon. Alright, let's go ahead and use the second one. Might as well. Right into the herd there. And boom. As you can see, they are just reloading super, super, super slow. Yeah, we'll give them a second here. See if I can get at least one reloaded while the AI fights the ants here. Next, I'm going to have to get out of here. But this time, we're going to use the Quake. Fully charged. Boom. The only thing you got to watch out about the Quake is that you kind of dash forward so you can kind of go past the enemy. Okay, here's what we got to do here. Just try to get as much charge in as you can. You're going to see your meters charge a little bit. Let go, you're down. That closer range, those weapons just destroy them. I like to use, like when I'm charging up, like say the hammer with R2, I like to boost dash with L1. So, I mean, I guess I could charge up with R2 and then boost dash with R1. I guess that would work. But I digress. Anyway, yes, there's much better setups than what I've done here. Okay, well here we go, big boys. Let's use the heavy crusher again. Right there. There goes shot number one. Boom. Oh my goodness. Clear. There we go. Shot number two. Boom. Oh my goodness. That just absolutely devastated them. Alright. Time to put the Quake into use. Y'all can see it in all of its glory. Get a nice little herd going on here. Oh, now get off of me. Charge up as much as I can. Boom. Oh, am I still stuck? Yep. Charge up again. Alright. Oh, little air time. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, good grief. Get off of me. Give me a chance. There we go. That's the only thing, is it just kind of dashes. Oh boy, here we go. Into the mix of it. And that's fine. You're still going to get a bunch of them, but man, it just, you can't get the range, get the distance away from them. You're going to jump past a lot of them, but it still is a absolutely spectacular weapon. I mean, especially when you get close range like that with them all in a nice pile, because quite a few of your shots will tear right through them and kill a bunch of them all at once, or at least do a lot of damage all at once. Alright, come on. Oh, I wasn't charged. Thought I was charged. Alright, caught again. No big deal. Charge up as much as possible. There we go. Oh, now you leave me alone. There we go. I think I'm still stuck. Yep. Charge up again. There we go. Alright. I'll finish you off with a hammer. Ooh, that didn't finish you off. There we go. All right. Okay, guys, I think you have seen enough. That is the Ultimate Hammer XE, the Quake Haken Zdxe, the Super Heavy Crusher Mortar, the Bombardment Exoskeleton, and the Dash Cell G. And these are all from DLC 2. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you are enjoying this DLC weapon series. I'm having fun doing it. I'm going to start getting back into doing these a bit quicker for you all. I can see that even though you guys wanted to see Lost Planet, it must be a very small portion of my subscribers who want to see it. I'm still going to do it for you all, but you guys are here for EDF, so I will get these EDF videos back out a little bit quicker, a little bit. Well, I can't say quicker, but a little bit. I'll be putting out a bit more variation between just Lost Planet. I'll have these mixed in with them too. So, alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, more to come. And as always, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming.